All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving our praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And this is the brother Yahweh from the GMS Detroit camp, and this is going to be a continuation, of the video, about this false King David man. Pretty much, again, that first video, he didn't really know what he doesn't know what he's talking about at all, But pretty much this is the point, I wanted to make. This dude, he's going off, man. He's going way off. So I'm gonna start right here.
Power grid gone. The mark of the beast is not coming over here.
It doesn't say that in the scriptures. Nowhere does it say that.
It can't. The mark of the beast is going to be in the east over there.
It doesn't say that either, because the last time I checked, it clearly said that. Let me just get it, man. Because again, this dude is tripping, man. He's tripping. Because I got so many videos written down, man. It's like not videos, but scripts written down. So, you know what? Before I go into that, let me just get this. Because this is really, what I want to tie into. But I'm going to grab this, and then I'm going to finish playing the other video. And then get these scripts, man.
Shalom. We on? Are we on? Well, tell me that then. Shalom, family. This your King and Shepherd KD coming with another. Well, no, I ain't doing no mess of daily edification. It's about the food. It's about the food. And about the fact that I believe this is the last meal we're going to have on this side. I believe that. All right? You're free to believe what you want to believe. I believe this is the last meal. So, had to get the brothers panning around. See the brothers and the sisters. All right?
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom. All right. Shalom. All praises. All praises. All praises. All praises. All right. Back on me. Back on me. Back on me. All right. So, we had to. Who that back there?
Your grandbaby.
Girl. All right. So, I believe this to be our last meeting about eating outside the kingdom. That's just my belief, all right? And wouldn't go through all this if I didn't believe that. Hope y'all doing the same, all right? We have, what, 9 days? Come on. 9 days. Well, this here is for the family, all right? Number one, love the royal house. Hope y'all are celebrating in your own way. All right, we ain't celebrating no fucking Easter. And I'm doing this video, first of all, for the Pharisees, all right? Because I know you punk-ass motherfuckers on here watching, all right? So we're going to show you, if I may, LT, let me get that from you. Yeah. Y'all check it out, all right? What we got here? We got spaghettis, all right? Complete with the smoked sausages, all right? We got that. We got, what's this right here, Mom? This is the cat? That's the cat. That's the cat. Got catfish. Meow. We know y'all don't like that shit. All right. Another pan of catfish. No. That's sole?
That's sole.
Ooh, that's the fillet of sole. Look at that. Ain't it nice and bready? And well, we got the cornmeal here. Ain't it nice and crispy? And then we got the the shrimps. We know y'all don't like that. All right. And then we got another pan of shrimp. Look at that. I even got a close-up for y'all so y'all can see the seasonings. Y'all see that shit? Look at that. Do y'all see that? All right. And then we can thank this man right here. Say shalom, ma. All right. We got the, what we call these again? Kebabs. The kebabs. I don't know how I fucked that up. All right. We got the kebabs ready to go. If y'all was at the Ria Mista, y'all remember that. Oh, and look at here. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Look here. We got the garlic bread. Y'all see the seasonings in there? I want y'all to get a close up. We got a nice salad full of juicy tomatoes. Oh, and we got the ceviche. We got, look here. We even got the flat tortilla chips. See there? We got the feet. Come here, Celeste. Northern Kingdom in the house. It's a car. All right? We love our Northern Kingdom, goddammit. Look here. Now, I don't know what this is, but it look damn good. What's that? Agua? Agua chili. As in our chili? Agua chili. And we got 5 million lines. All right? We got all the dipping sauces we need. And look there. Oh, look at there. We got a strawberry cake. Uh-oh. Oh, you don't want to miss nothing. You want to open it up to see, to show them. Uh-oh. And for more dessert, the parfaits. How about that? Look at it. She happy? So, spin it around. I'll go ahead and bottle that up. All right, Royal House. Enough bullshitting around. It's time to eat. All right. We got 9 days. All right. I pray that y'all are holding on. You're keeping your vibration up. All right. And that you praying to the Most High. And just stand on your square. We done come a long way. All right. It's time for us to celebrate. We're going to get the fuck out of here. But you got to believe that. It's all through faith. All right. Real low, y'all, because we got the babies. All right. We just going to give it up for the Most High. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Rockatahi Howard. Rockatahi Howard Shine. 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 Rockatahi Howard. Rockatahi Howard by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. All praises due. Peace and salutation to you out there, Royal House of David. All right. I'll catch y'all on the next video. KD out. Shalom.
And all I'm going to say is, if ain't none of them people in there of the elect, the Lord is going to kill all of them, man. Especially this man, because again, you keep saying the Pharisees, all of the Pharisees weren't wicked, but you're only saying that because people are correcting you on what you're doing wrong. Because clearly you have spaghetti with pork in it. You're eating catfish. You're eating shrimp. It's clearly against the scripts, man. You're not supposed to be eating that madness, but yet you're justifying doing it, man. So let's just get it before I go back to the other clip, man, because, dude, this is what I mean. Is things like this, they really annoy me, you know, and it infuriates me. The fact that you have people like this. Now, everyone has their lot at the end of the day, man, but still, it's just the fact that you're justifying wickedness. You know, that's wicked. Clearly says that you're not supposed to eat it, man. So it's the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and I'm going to start at verse 7. And it says, and the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch, they are unclean to you. Excuse me, Slakia, and yeah, man, it's been, you know, proven time and time again, a pig will eat anything you put in front of it, man. Pigs have a purpose, you know. They are the garbage disposals of the earth, man. It's the reason why, you know, if you have something that's dead, or, you know, they'll usually feed it to the pigs. That's even a saying, you know, feed it, or, you know, feed them to the pigs, you know. But they're unclean animals, man, and they aren't supposed to be eaten. Neither are those, you know, shellfish and catfish. They're bottom feeders. Keyword, bottom feeders, meaning they feed, you know, on the things that, you know, keep. It's like, yeah, they're pretty much, you know, the garbage men of the sea. You know, they keep, you know, the sea, you know, and the rivers clean. You know, they help keep the rivers clean, the waters clean. Better yet, you know, you're not supposed to eat them. You know, again, a catfish will eat anything, you know. Shellfish keep, man, it's fucking madness, man. So it's Leviticus 11 and verse 9. It says, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall even be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses an abomination. Whatsoever hath no fins or scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. So yeah, man, eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, is simple, man. The Lord told us the animals that we could and could not eat. And again, he's justifying that, wickedness. So same thing is reiterated in Deuteronomy chapter 14, man. This fucking man right here. Well, let's go back. So he said the mark of the beast was not coming to America, but that could be far from the truth.
Shalom, Israel.
So, Salakia, I also have, this video playing on my other phone. So, Salakia, if I pause, I'm trying to, get it together. All right, so I'm just going to take it back some.
From the throne saying, it is done. And there were voices fell, and great Babylon came. Explain what that means, if you don't know. Power grid, gone. The mark of the beast is not coming over here.
All right, so that is what I want to focus on next. He said the mark of the beast isn't coming to America, which that could be far from the truth because, again, they are okay. So first, we're just going to go into what the mark of the beast is. It's the RFID micro CHIP. I'm just going to say it's the microchip. That's exactly what it is. And again, you have numerous accounts of, Elon Musk developing Neuralink alone. That is a brain computer interface, a brain chip, that people or that a couple people may have now. He just started doing human trials recently, so that's false. It doesn't say that anywhere in the scriptures that the mark of the beast isn't going to come to America. That's false. So again, what did he say?
You can't. The mark of the beast is going to be in the east over there. But over here, it's going to be dystopian city. If you don't know what the word dystopia.
So again, man, the mark of the beast is not only going to be in the east. That's nowhere in the scriptures either. So let's get that. It's the book of Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. And it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So yeah, man. Then if you click on that word, world in Revelation chapter 3 and 10 is oikomene, meaning the entire world, which I'm going to get, and as you can see, Strong's G 3625 oikomene, and it's going to the entire earth. So everyone is going to be tried, man. That's what that's talking about. It's not just going to be over in the Middle East. It's not, what I'm saying? It's everywhere. It says to try the world, man. Everyone is going to be tried, That's what the hour of temptation is, man. Let me grab that. I mean, it might be in the same chapter. I forget. Let me see. Oh, yes, lucky I'm tripping. But, that's the hour of temptation, man. Pretty much everyone having to, face on whether or not they're going to take the RFID chip. Everyone's going to have to face that, especially over here in America. you know, because again, this land is going to be destroyed, and, you know, a good majority of the elect are here in America. You know, you have the elect that are scattered around the world, but that main deliverance is going to come out of Babylon, you know. So he said, oh, well, this is not going to come over here. It can't. What the fuck do you mean it can't? It's already here. It's already here. So let's jump to chapter 6, Slakia, chapter 13. So this is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he calls it, you know what? I'm going to start at verse 15. And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So yeah, man, you're going to have a remnant of the nation of Israel that are going to resist this man's mark, that are not going to take it. And Esau Edom is going to seek to kill them, as it says, man. You know, it's like it says in Revelation chapter 20 and 4, you know, those that were beheaded. You know what? I'm going to get it and then come back. You know, this is the book of Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4. And it says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So yeah, man, Esau is gonna, you know, behead certain of the elect. You know, certain members of the elect are gonna be martyrs, but they're gonna be risen up, man. So when he's talking about, oh well, this not gonna come to America, that's a lie. I just proved that, man. Verse 16, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And yeah, man, it's that chip. How are people going to be able to buy and sell? So if the RFID chip is only going to be in the Middle East, how is America still going to, you know, function? Because yes, the system is going to collapse, but still, you know, what is Esau going to bring to help, you know, try to bring back so-called, you know, normalcy, even though that's going to be the new normal, you know, people having chips implanted in their hands and in their heads, man, when people are already doing it now. I think if I'm right, because I know it's a couple European countries that are completely cashless now. You know, I know Switzerland, you know, is one. Sweden, I think, is the other one. You know, can't remember, you know, the other one. But again, you even have people here in America that already have, you know, the chip. You know, there's a girl on TikTok, that's her name, Chip Girl. She has a bunch of micro C-hips in her arm, you know, to lock and unlock, to just be able to do a bunch of, oh my God, man, I'm damn near at a loss for words, because that's retarded, man. The mark of the beast isn't going to come to America. It can't. How, when it's already here? It's a dude out here in Michigan that has this device to be able to start his damn Tesla. You know, they had a chipping party at a company somewhere in Wisconsin, you know, just so they can be able to lock and unlock doors and buy snacks from the vending machines. Where the hell does it say that the mark of the beast is not coming to America? It doesn't say that anywhere. So he's wrong. And this congregation, man, you're going to have a lot of explaining to do, because you and your congregation, you're going to get it, man. You're going to get it. Well, let's continue. I'm not going to ramble too long, man.
Look it up. If you ever seen these zombie movies like Black Summer, Left Behind, Book of Eli, all of that, where people are just wandering around, no jobs, no this, and they fighting for survival, the survival of the fittest, you just out there.
Yes, they're going to be fighting for survival, because this system is going to collapse, you know. It's the reason why we're suffering from inflation now that is eventually going to turn into hyperinflation. You know, so for example, a loaf of bread now, depending on, whatever respective state you're from, may cost, let's say, anywhere from $3 to $5. You know, that $3 to $5 loaf of bread may be $50, $100, $500, you know. That's how expensive things are going to be once the system collapses. Because again, the U.S. dollar is weak. You know, there's been talks of a digital currency for decades now. You know, and it's right in our faces. And this man is talking about, oh well, it's not going to come here. Like once you and your congregation get that chip, you're going to have a lot of explaining to do. You know, what are you going to say? Man, just never mind, man. Because you ain't going to be able to say nothing to the Lord, man. That's just if you even make it up until that point, man. You know, when the Lord comes back, you can't sit here and say, oh, well, you know, I didn't know. No, bro. You knew, and you lied, and you are lying, man.
You know, a band of marauders roll up and kill you, rape your wife, and take your kids and enslave them. That's dystopian.
And that's what's going to happen. That's the time that we're coming into, the time of Jacob's trouble. So let's get that, man, because it's going to be terrible upon this earth, man. It clearly says it's going to be a time like it never was, you know. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30. And I'm going to start at verse 6. And it says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail a child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And yeah, man, this is going to be the worst time upon the earth, man, since there was a nation, you know. It's going to be so bad out here, you know. And again, the things he said, people are going to be breaking into other people's homes, you know, to, take them out, to, take their food and their water, whatever they may have. Women are going to be, ravished out here, man. You know, all these things are happening. I mentioned, at camp yesterday, it was a post, I forget, the name of the brother's channel that posted that picture. But pretty much, the FBI admitted that they emptied the prisons in Venezuela and pretty much brought those prisoners over here. So if they're not here already, they're on their way over here, man. And their northern kingdom. Those Venezuelans are Israelites, man, of the northern kingdom. And they're gonna, man, and they were all men. They were all men. All muscular, masculine men that are gonna come over here and wreak havoc, This is, man, playtime been over, man. We're coming into the worst time ever upon this earth. How bad is it going to be? Well, Daniel 12 has the answer. This is the book of Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. And yeah, man, it's going to be so bad out here that even Michael the Archangel is going to have to step in on our behalf to help us, man, to deliver us from what this man is getting ready to bring upon the earth, man. The Lord is going to unleash Esau, to wreak havoc on 2/3 of the nation of Israel because they're wicked. And it clearly says, just like it says in Jeremiah 30 and 7, but he shall be saved out of it. Who is that he? Is talking about the elect, man. It's not just talking about Jacob himself. Jacob is synonymous with, the entire nation of Israel, all 12 tribes, the 12,000 from the each tribe, the 144,000 and the 1/3, they're going to be delivered. Now, everyone, is still going to, catch some type of hell. They're going to go through their tribulation, whatever whatever the Lord has planned, for them. But they're going to endure. They're going to be delivered, man. The Lord is going to be with them. So real quick, before I continue this video, let's get the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 16. You know, I'm going to go to 15 because let me see. You know, if I didn't write that one down. Let me see. All right, this is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 15, and I'm going to start at verse 14, and it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." And yeah, man, that's what's on the way. The sword, destruction, man, is close, and people don't see it, you know. And it says, "And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." So yeah, man, people are going to be fighting against each other. Not just the swords, you know, the modern sword being the gun. So, you know, people are going to be shooting each other, man. But why they're going to be doing these things is going to explain further down. This is verse 16. And it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." So, you know, these people, you know, they have authority, you know, these, you know, mayors, governors, you know, even the president, you know, they're not going to regard these people that are in these high positions, you know. And it says, "And the course of their action shall stand in their power." It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." And yeah, man, martial law is going to be enacted. You know, the troops are going to be out here in the streets, so people aren't going to be able to freely travel like they can, you know. You won't be able to go into the next city, you know. You probably will barely even be able to leave your neighborhood, man, because there's going to be so many troops out here, you know. They're going to be set up in particular areas to keep people in, man. Verse 18, and it says, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." And yeah, man, it's telling you men are going to be afraid, you know. And if the men are going to be afraid, how much more the women, you know. These women are going to be, you know, in a very bad case, which I'm going to get in 2nd Esdras 16. And this is the point. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 19. And it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." Yeah, man. So people are going to be raiding other people's houses, you know, that they think or they might have food, you know. People are going to kill each other. And because, again, there's going to be a famine, and it's not there isn't going to be any food, but there's just going to be a lack of it, you know. And the good majority of people out here are either going to die by the famine or be put down by the sword, you know, once that happens, you know. Because, again, you know, one of America's favorite pastimes is eating, man. You know, these people can't go, you know, too long without eating, man. They eat every hour on the hour, man. And a lot of them are going to suffer. So I'm going to jump to chapter 16. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 33. And it says, "The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. And the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine." Yeah, man. And once, you know, that draft comes for World War III, all the men that get drafted for that war, they're going to die over there, man. Over in the Middle East, they're not coming home, you know. Because I had a little, you know, Edomite chick in my job sit here and say, "Oh, well, you know, try to make a joke." Because, again, one thing a lot of these women love to say, oh, that they're strong, independent women. Okay, well, if you're strong and independent, in the time of Jacob's trouble, when you have a gang of men trying to take your cookie from you, you know, let's see if you'll be able to fight them off. I highly doubt that. Or be strong and independent when you get shipped off to the Middle East to fight against, those Russians, those Koreans, those Ishmaelites over there, man, that are going to slaughter any and everything from America, Be strong and independent in that day, Because as I state every time, I do a video concerning Jacob's trouble, man, a lot of women are going to be left defenseless out here, man. And it's true. And they are. Here's the reason why the Lord is going to make, a man, and not just any man, a man of the Lord, more precious than fine gold, roughly paraphrasing, out of Isaiah. So I'm going to continue this madness that he's spewing.
The Hunger Games, that's dystopian. This is what society is going to be like over here. It's going to turn into the wild. When America's cracked into 3 parts, all right, number 1.
That's nowhere in the scriptures. America isn't going to be cracked into 3 parts. It's going to be destroyed by missiles. This land is going to be a desert.
Cali is going underwater.
Wrong.
Oklahoma is going to be an island unto itself. And,
Wrong.
Oh, sounds nice, but it ain't. You're cut off from everybody. All right? So, you got to remember, they done killed all the livestock by injecting them with the booyah. All right? So, you ain't going to be able to do that. They done fucked up the ocean. Okay? They everything they done. And all these idiots that went underground, all right, into these caves and these rocks and these bunkers, then the ones that's going to get pulled out.
Right, the elites. Like I stated in the first video, the Lord is going to allow the elites to escape. And I'm not sure. I don't think I wrote that one down, but I'll still get it, Because again, the Lord is going to allow the elites to escape because they're going to be the first fruits of slavery once America is destroyed and our Lord Yahweh Shah comes back to establish his kingdom upon the earth, This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 16. And it says, Slakia, verse 15. You know what, man? I'm just going to start up. Well, really, I could just read all of this. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 12. And it says, And behold, Slakia, and I beheld, and when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken with a mighty wind. And again, man, there's going to be so many of these warheads, and the sky is going to blot out the sun. It's going to blot out the moon, And again, we're also, blood moons is also a sign, that something bad is going to happen soon, man. And those stars that are falling from heaven, again, is talking about the missiles, in particular the warheads, That's what that great earthquake is, man. Like I stated, those millions upon millions of warheads hitting America. This is verse 14. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And yeah, man, who knows exactly how exactly the earth is going to look? Because again, certain, just like it says, certain islands, they're going to be moved. So who knows where exactly, or what exactly, or where, certain land masses might be now. They might be moved. They might not. But again, it says it, they're going to be moved out of their places. It's lucky if I went off right there, but again, these missiles, they're going to do some damage, but they're also going to clean the earth as well, man. But sticking to the point at hand, verse 15 says, And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. And they said unto the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, And who shall be able to stand? Only the elect is going to be able to stand. So again, it's talking about the elites, taking, them, their families, and hell, even their slaves down into those bunkers with them, because it says that's what they're hiding from. They're hiding. They call themselves, they're trying to hide from the Heavenly Father and from Yahweh Shai. That's, the face of him that sitteth on the throne, that's the Heavenly Father. And obviously the Lamb being, our Lord Yahweh Shai. He is going to allow them to escape because they're going to be slaves, man. Somebody has to go into slavery. So let's continue.
But all this takes place after we get pulled up. All right. Let me.
Where does it say that? Where does it say that the elect are going to be taken up before these things happen, man? And then he says we. It's trip me out, man.
Let me get a precept. Let's go to Isaiah. I think it's 26. Now, we're not going to be down here when this happens, all right? Isaiah chapter 26. Verse 20. He says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation has passed. Verse 21. For the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. So, the chambers of the chariots, when we get...
And that's the only thing he got right, is the chambers being in chariots. And again, the elect are going to be beamed up, and they're going to watch the destruction of America take place.
Pulled up in them chariots, all right? That's why it says, only with thine eyes shalt thou look and see the reward of the wicked. We'll be able to look down and watch as the biggest earthquake in the history of mankind is accomplished from the Most High's wrath and vengeance, all right? He gonna shake the whole planet and crack America in 3 parts. Okay?
Wrong. He's gonna shake the world by way of those missiles. But America's not gonna be cracked into 3 parts. This landmass is still gonna be intact. It's just gonna be burned. And eventually gonna be a desert.
And anybody left down here, if the shaking don't scare you to death, if you live through that, all right, it's going to be a bad day for you.
Well, people are going to survive. The other nations, just like it says in Revelation chapter 18, the other nations are going to see the smoke of her torment, as it says, They're going to see America. They're going to weep because they're not going to be able to make any more money, So obviously they're going to be upset. But they're going to be rounded up and taken into slavery as well.
All right, think about it. Whole cities blacked out, no power. Ain't gonna be no mark over here. Ain't gonna be no power. The power grid is
wrong. The mark of the beast is already over here. Genius. We're just waiting for it to roll out. And then when it does roll out, I just want to see what excuse you're gonna make to sit here and say, oh, well, come on, bro.
Going down. No deliveries, no food, no oil trucks, no factories are going to run, nothing. You are going to be reduced to living off the land, and the land is fucked up because this goddamn cracker made sure of it. No chickens. They done genetically engineered everything. Nothing's nothing the way it was anymore. All right. If you're not rolling with the Most High and his people, you're fucked. This is why they're going to all come. They're going to find us, and they're going to cleave on us because we're going to have the resources and the technology, all right, to live in bliss while everybody else is going to be living in shit, man.
Where does it say that? Where does it say that? The only thing it says about the nations coming to us is to learn of our ways. Because again, once, the nation of Israel gets back in power, we're going to establish the law, statutes, and commandments, and the other nations aren't going to have a choice but to follow them or be put to death. Righteousness will be established in the earth once again. So what the hell are you talking about?
See? So all these scoffers and all that, keep laughing. Keep laughing. You think it's a damn joke. All of y'all, you Jesus followers, you Muslims, all you camp motherfuckers, all of y'all gonna get it, man. All you family members cracking jokes, all of y'all calling in here, fucking with me, you gonna get it, man. I've been telling y'all this for years, and we are right at the cusp. All right? Look at where we at. Yesterday was Palm Sunday, okay? It was Palm Sunday. So you know what happened after that? 5 days later, Yahushua was executed, right? Now, after he was executed, he had to be taken down off the cross before sunset on that Friday. He rose Sunday. 8 days later, he appeared to his disciples, which is what? Monday, right? Well, guess what? April 1st is his birthday. Told y'all this before. April 1st is his birthday, right? So,
no one knows, man. No one knows exactly when, excuse me, Slakia. But nowhere in the scriptures does it say that, man. It only describes, well, I don't even necessarily want to say the season, but again, man, you can't sit here and say, oh, the exact month and date. We don't know, dude. We don't know. The day he was born, like birthdays, it does not matter, man. Birthdays does not matter. That's not a Hebrew custom. That's, goes back to the Egyptians, celebrating birthdays. Now, again, you could keep up with the day that you were born, so you know how old you are, but still, man, we don't know exactly when his birthday was. Why do you think these, as you just said, these Jesus freaks out here say that December 25th is his birthday? That's wrong, dude. So you don't know what you're talking about.
8 days after that, circumcised, right? Well, guess what? 8 days after that is the day that the eclipse is going to seal our the end of our punishment with the eclipse.
Where does it say that?
Right? And that's on Monday the 8th, the day of new beginnings. This is the year of Jubilee. What did he promise us in Micah chapter 5? In the first of the month, he gonna give us the rain, the former rain, and the latter rain, moderately, right? So we're gonna be released that day. But
no,
when we release, all right, that's when we get taken up, and the minute we're safely tucked away in the chariots, in the chambers, right, America's gonna get our due punishment. And then after the indignation is passed, we going ground side, all right? We're going to stake our claim on everything that's ours, which is everything you see, all right? Then we're going to start setting up shop. This is when the other nations over time is going to come and attach themselves to us because they ain't got nowhere else to go, and they're going to beg. They're going to beg us to take care of them.
Wrong. They're going to be put into slavery. They're going to build up the kingdom of Israel. That's what they're going to do. Well, really the kingdom of Yahweh, but, they're going to build up the kingdom. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to beg us to do anything. They're going to be in slavery for 1,000 years. And eventually they're going to get their own lands again.
All right? They're going to beg us. Anybody else out there, caught out there? It's going to be a bad day for you. Pitch black nights. And it's going to be a real bad summer for y'all. Real bad summer. 100-degree heat. 100 above 100 degrees. All right? Your ass all gonna be out there getting cooked. Okay? So, you just think about that. All you scoffers, your time is coming. All of you in here bullshitting this body, not taking this shit seriously, man. Y'all gonna be the ones. Okay? Y'all gonna be the ones. Instead of doing everything you can to hold on to your salvation, you fucking off and thinking the shit ain't gonna happen, man. But
it's not gonna happen.
Sucks to be you. I know it's coming. I ain't never been more sure of nothing else in my life. Right? So, y'all go ahead and keep playing your stupid ass games. Alright? But when it goes down, don't say you didn't know. Say you didn't listen. Alright? Doom.
Alright. This man is fucking retarded. I'm just gonna run through these couple of scriptures I got left, man. Had a whole list, but I'm not gonna bring them all up, man, because this dude is fucking retarded. And then if it was too long, then, you know, sorry, slack you for that. Didn't intend on it being super long, but just run through it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 25, it says, "Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. For he is in the secret," just like you. Reread this. Matthew 24 and 26 says, "Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not." You know, so no one knows where our Lord is. Well, he's in the spirit world, but you know what I'm saying? But nowhere knows where the Lord is, man. They're going to try to say, you know, oh, well, he's here, he's there. And this is the Lord Yahweh Shai speaking himself, saying this. If they know where he is, they'll believe it, you know. So I'm going to jump to verse 36. This is Matthew 24 and 36, and it says, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." So yeah, man, no man on earth, the angels in heaven don't know. Yahweh Shai himself doesn't know, but he clearly said himself, only the Heavenly Father knows when Yahweh Shai is going to come back to execute judgment upon this earth, man. No one knows. So that dude doesn't know what he's talking about, man. And he's leading his congregation astray, but, you know, that's on him. So this is the book of Titus, chapter 1, and verse 10. And it says, "For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision." So, yeah, even though this man knows he's an Israelite, you know, he's a deceiver, man. He's deceiving his congregation into thinking that April 8th is going to be the day that we're getting out of America. It's not. Obviously, the eclipse is happening. We don't know exactly what's going to happen on that day. We can only speculate, but we just have to wait to see, you know. But we don't know what's going to take place on that day, man. April 8th is not the day that we're going to get out of this captivity, man. It's not the day. So I'm going to get the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3. Verse 6 and 7, because again, you know, on his comment board, you know, because I tend to, you know, I look at his comments anytime he does these videos, it's mostly women, you know, on his comment board, man. Mostly women. So this is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 6, and it says, "For of this sort there are they," it's like, "for this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning, and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth." So yeah, man, there's a lot of silly women that are being led by this man. You know, you've seen the women in the video. You know, they're, oh, shalom, shalom, man. It's like I said, if none of those people in the video are of the elect and are going to come out of that madness, they're all going to die. you know, they're all going to die. They're all being deceived, man. So I'm just going to grab one more. Because, again, I intend on making this video too long. But, you know, I'm going to get the book of Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. And it says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." And yeah, man, this man, you know, eating this unlawful food, pretty much, you know, making fun of it, you know, saying, "Oh, well, the Pharisees special," and all of this, man. Like, you're leading your congregation astray, and it's not okay, man. So that's him putting light for darkness and darkness for light, you know, because, again, you're justifying eating abominable foods, and you're pretty much, you know, with these false teachers, man. I'm just going to end it on this. This is the book of Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." And yeah, man, this is just one of many reasons why the Lord is going to utterly destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man, because they're wicked, you know. Like Jeremiah 4 and 22 says, man, you know, they're sottish children. You know, they're wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, man. You know, and this man clearly lacks knowledge. You know, so that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I like to give double honors unto the apostles and the art of the great millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till the next time I see you, Shalom.